If Indonesia does not have the best crowds in badminton, then they're a really close second. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the GBN podcast. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you can get more notifications of the videos that are coming up. So this weekend we had the Indonesian Masters 2020 and it was amazing. The crowds were simply awesome. I felt much more involved in the games just by listening to the crowds behind. They had drums, they had whistles, they had the ah, ooh, ah, ooh. It was awesome. For someone that doesn't even watch it there, to have that emotion just watching through the internet is great. It kind of sucked that the BWF wasn't, they were geo-blocking some of the games, but thanks to the Mighty VPN, you can bypass it anyway. So let's talk about the Indonesian Masters 2020. It was a BWF World Tour Super 500 and the winners were Anthony Ginting in men's singles, Ratchanok Intanon in women's singles, Marcos Gideon and Kevin Sukumujo, the Minions in men's doubles, which is pretty normal. Women's doubles, we had Gracie Polly and Aprayani Rahayu, hard for me to pronounce. And then in mixed doubles, Chinese pair Zheng Wei and Huang Qiong. So what can we talk about the games? Victor Axelsen again reached the point that he plays a very tight first set and then just completely loses it on the second set. Against Kento Momota, he barely made double digits. Against Anthony Ginting, he barely made double digits here. The big difference would be that with Kento, it felt like he gave up. Like he wasn't doing anything, no showmanship. If you were a spectator, if you paid to go there and watch him play, it must have been very disappointed. On this one, he was playing. It was just not working. He just couldn't win. He was missing too much. He was always lifting out, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's sad to see. It's sad to see because the Europeans have been making it to the finals. Like in this game, out of five finals, 4 of them were Europeans, but no European won. Then we had women's singles. That for me was great. Why? Because some people hate Carolina Marin. The screaming, they say she has bad sportsmanship or sportswomanship. All these things. But the fact that people dislike her make them want to watch Ratchanok win even more. Even if you're not a Ratchanok Internet fan, when she's playing against Marin, you want her to win. So I like this duality, this us against them in the sport. It creates more passion so that if you don't really understand the sport, you'll watch the game and you'll be like, oh, I really like this girl's like grit, the way she like screams her points on that. Or you'll be, I really hate this player, I really want the other one to win. But at the end of the day, in the good versus evil battle, Ratchanok took it. But the main games, I think, will be the women's singles of Carolina Marin against Intanon. So that is all from the Indonesian Masters. Let's talk about some news. So, 2 hot topics, BWF related. One, which I think is great. BWF wants to drop feather shuttles and go to this synthetic feather shuttle. There is already one in the market made by Victor, but on the news article they were talking about the Onyx. Why do I think this is important? The feathers come from an animal byproduct. One of the problems is there are certain places that remove the feathers from the animals without killing them. In general, when we talk about shuttles, we say it's a byproduct of the poultry industry, so they kill the animal that will be used for something, for food, etc. And then the feathers are used for badminton. But other industries have shown that that is not always true, and there are companies that have third-party entities that evaluate them to make sure that their suppliers are actually following an ethical way of obtaining the feathers. And at least I have never seen no shuttle tube saying that this has been certified or that third party has analyzed this. And this is a real problem, mostly in the clothing industry, but it has to go through to the shuttlecock industry because they don't know. So Yonex does not own a bird factory or whatever. It's a third party, they contract, they buy the feathers, so they do not guarantee At least I've not seen anything saying that they guarantee. So it is an important move. But the question raises, okay, we move away from a biodegradable product but might not be ethical, and we move to something that will be ethical, but it's not biodegradable yet. So does Yonex and BWF actually have a solution for the plastic and the waste that will be created with these new shuttles? We don't know. The only thing that was advanced is Yonex is researching it. It will come in 2021. That some players have tried it, that there are some differences but not mega differences. So let's see how that plays out. I hope that they solve not only the ethical part but also the sustainability part. Another BWF related news is that there was a tournament that was going to happen in Iran. As most of you are aware, there are now certain international level issues happening in Iran, where many countries give an advisory that only if you really need to travel to the country, you should travel. Besides that, you should not travel there. So a lot of players have already accepted this advisory by their own countries and were pulling out of the tournament. So BWF said that the tournament will go on, but that players should follow their country's advice, and that the points that will be generated from that tournament will not count for the Olympic qualifying. So that is interesting. I would imagine that most players will pull out, given the tension that exists in that area. But let's see how that goes. Next up, we have some fashion news. FAJR is launching their new line, the 2021 line. They've been putting on Instagram like these stories like, oh, what do you, sneak preview. I kind of think it looks like all their other stuff. It really doesn't give me anything that I'm like, oh, you know, I really want to try this FAJR gear, or oh, this FAJR gear looks really cool. But Victor comes out with the Dragon Ball Z collaboration, which I thought was, it looked great. First of all, there was no sneak peeks or anything. They're like, Victor collaborates with Dragon Ball Z, here's the gear. And it looks super cool. I think they're pulling on in my case, the nostalgia chords, because I loved Dragon Ball Z when I was younger. The whole Dragon Ball, normal Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and then I didn't follow up more. But I really loved the racket. I don't even know what racket it is, but just the design of the racket, I want it as a collection. Maybe I'll put it up here on the wall or something, so it's not just this white wall. Okay, besides that news, let's move on to YouTube. On YouTube, a lot of videos came out this week, especially because of Anders Antonsen that actually made a blog they went through. So a few weeks before, he asked on his Instagram, what would you guys like to see on a vlog? A lot of people said the backstage, what's going on, the training. He delivered every day, he posted. He also won. Generally what happens with players is they lose and stop posting, but he did post. And my thoughts about the vlogs. Okay, there was an interesting evolution of the vlogs. Vlog number 1, awesome videography. It was like super cool. Vlog number 2, I felt it was awesome because he explains the drift in the hall, which was really cool. And at that time, I commented that I wish he would talk more about the match. So he just came out of a match, to have like a little discussion of what he could have done, what he thought he did right, what he thought he did wrong. Vlog number 3, he was a bit cold to the fans, like he just walks past them. I think he probably talks to the fans many times. On that time, he just went past. And then the last thing I remember, which was pretty cool, I think it was a vlog number 4, was he did so in the semifinals, he did a deep breakdown of the game and how he felt. And then on the last vlog, the final, I also thought it was really good. He lost, he gave a wrap up. It was very good. I think Anders Antonsen, as someone that follows your videos, I think it was great how you did it. Of course, things could have been improved, but it was really good, and I liked the information. There were things that I didn't know about. I knew about the drift, but I liked how he explained the drift. I didn't know it was a difference of like half a meter that it could influence. I saw that BWS has a post-game conference, which I would love for them to publish somewhere, and I didn't know existed. The interactions with the fans when he comes out and they're all there, it was super nice for him to take pictures. I think that sequence of videos are the videos of the week. Besides that, we had Camilo Burst make a vlog. So he was supposed to vlog and he only vlogged one day, and the vlog was 9 minutes, and that was basically 8 minutes longer than it needed to be. So in the world of vlogging, you have three types of vloggers. You have the vlogger that just has awesome things to show, like some rich guy and his life is just traveling around in jets. There's no storyline, it's just awesome things to see. Which Antonsen has this because he has access to the backstage of the BWF of the tournaments and that. Then you have the vlog with the storyline. So you might not have the best imagery or the best things to show, but there's a storyline to the vlog. There's a beginning and ending, or per episode or per sequence of episode, which Antonsen also has. So that makes him fall into the third category, which is you have access to information that people don't have, and you have a storyline to show. Anders has that because he has access to the BWF, and he had the storyline of him going through the tournament, which made it very interesting. In the case of Camilo Burst, it was just him walking around the city, so the imagery wasn't, and the videography wasn't like out of this world, and there wasn't a real story for us to follow. So I guess my suggestion for anyone doing vlogs, try to figure out where you fit. If you have the jet flying, boat riding kind of lifestyle, then you can just pull out the camera and just show something awesome and turn it off. But besides that, you kind of need to set up a storyline so people are interested, which segues perfectly into another group that made a video, which was Swift Badminton, where Ben Beckham didn't do a vlog, but he did this kind of motivational video talking about like how he played badminton the best time of his life, that he got hurt and then he promised himself that he was gonna recover and train hard. Then he recovered and trained hard, and then he fell back to his old bad habits, and that this year he was gonna lose weight. And I was like so pumped after watching that video, because in the beginning it was a bit corny, but as it progressed I was like really pumped, and I was invested in Ben. I was like, God damn it, Ben, I hope you get this, you get yourself together and you're able to meet your goals. And I was like super pumped and like writing and commenting like, oh, I also have these goals and that. So that was a great video in that sense, that it really connected to the audience and made them want to participate. Besides that, to wrap it up, we have the Victor Axelsen, three of my favorite stretches. Victor should be training his multi-shuttles so he starts winning matches and not putting all these stretching videos and core exercise videos and all that. He needs to do some training videos. But the winner of the week is Anders Antonsen, and a close second goes to Swift Badminton with that extremely cool motivational video. I would also like to reference Badminton Becky. She's gonna have a summer camp in China. I wish I could join. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if it's like sold out or something. I'm pondering. It falls in a bad time for me, from some family vacation time. But I don't know. I still have to decide if I'm gonna go for it or not. Let's see. Besides that, that is all. If you have any badminton channels you want me to review, just add them here. And let's move on to the final segment of the show, the GBN news. With GBN news, I have been trying to improve videography here. I'm still deciding if I'm gonna buy some lights. I don't know how much I should invest yet, if I'm gonna be able to continue. But other videos are gonna come up. I've already referenced them before. I'm hoping to film this weekend if I have time. It's very hard already to fit in these videos with my schedule. Fitting other ones can be complicated, but I will try to get that together. Besides that, I'm gonna do a group giveaway on Instagram. So if you don't follow GBN Global Badminton Network on Instagram, please do. What I'm gonna do is, if we reach a certain number of subscribers, I'll randomly select one of 5. Yeah, the idea will be 5 of those subscribers, and I'll give away 2 sets of towel grips, Yonex towel grips for them. So if you're interested, then already go to Global Badminton Network. You can find the link for Instagram below. Just start to follow, And when it comes out, the idea will be follow, comment someone else, and then just keep it going and see if we can get a good number of people to participate. Let's see. Hopefully I'm creating stuff that you guys are interested in, and that you guys also want to connect to the Instagram side, where there will be more updates, there will be more stories. All the news that I touched here are already touched there, so it's kind of a way to follow weekly what's happening, and then this would be the wrap-up. So besides that, we have the Thailand Princess, I cannot pronounce it, Masters 2020. Oh, I nearly forgot Kento Momota. So Kento Momota was discharged from the hospital in Tokyo. He'll be at least, I think it was 1 month out, and then he can return training, and then up to 2 months out before he can start playing. Lacerations, and his body is bruised, so all those things kind of have to heal up, and also there's some psychological issue to it, right? So give the man some time. It was funny because in the Discord channel, people were like, oh, it was just his face, his arm is okay. And like, dude, there's more to badminton than just your arm. And if your ribs are bruised, you're not gonna play anything. So speedy recovery to him. It's good to know that he's okay and that he'll be back. That is all for the GBN. See you guys next week.